This is the story of 3 tribes of flying creatures who were changed forever. First, it is the tribe of the ridiculous flying creatures. They were a tribe of many different kinds of creatures, but they all had wings. Sometimes they flew super high, and sometimes they flew really low, looking for the fish and berries that they liked to eat. But one day, the RFC were attacked by a vicious band of predators who ripped their wings from their bodies. The RFC tribe fell to the ground, wingless and defeated. But they knew they had to get their wings back, so they pulled themselves to their feet, brushed themselves off, and set out to look for them. First, they climbed giant piles of logs and slid down the other side. Then they tiptoed through the spooky forest. They met monsters hanging from trees, orange, purple, and brown, furry with teeth as big as children. They disguised themselves from the monsters by pretending to be humans. And they walked casually by. While the monster was suspicious, they didn't attack them. But still, the RFC tribe couldn't find their wings. Lights out. And lights up. The second tribe were the changing chicks. They began their lives as teeny tiny eggs. One day, after they had incubated long enough, the eggs all hatched near the same barn.
Crack!
It was a long and difficult process, but the chicks all eventually cracked their way through their eggshells and emerged blinking and keeping into the daylight. But it was cold and damp out, and the chicks knew that they needed to find shelter. They all managed to find their way to the barn nearby, but there was a mean, nasty dog that lived in the barn, and he wouldn't let them in. They tried everything to get into the barn. They dug a tunnel and crawled under the barn. They climbed over the walls. They tried flying over the walls. Then they drank a super strength potion to make them stronger so they could fly over the walls. Next, they used their engineering skills to build a zip line.
Whoa!
Maybe they weren't as good engineers as they thought. Last, they tried to distract the dog so they could sneak right past him. But nothing worked. So the chicks stayed huddled together in the cold, hoping for warmth. Lights out. And lights up. Nearby, in a huge old house with a big wooden deck, there lived a family of moths. Their parents were Mikey and Miley, and they had 12 moth children. Every day, the moths would wake up and do their boring chores. One day, the moths heard a knock at the door. When they went to open it, there was a monster at the other side. The monster came and she chased the moths all around the house. Finally, the moths tried to hide in the laboratory. The owner of the house was a scientist, and in his lab, he kept a top secret, highly dangerous experimental machine he had created. The Sparkle Squisher 3000. The monster had trapped all the moths in the laboratory, and before they could stop her, the monster had turned on the Sparkle Squisher 3000, and all the moths, as well as the monster, were caught inside of it. Suddenly, the moths were out cold, so they didn't realize that the machine was powered by the undocumented, just recently discovered 119th element of the periodic table, yes, Antonium. While they were lying unconscious, billions and billions of yes, Antonium atoms were spewing into the house. Now, yes, Antonium molecules are magical and unpredictable, but they are also very good at collaboration. They could sense that the tribes of creatures around them need some help with their next part of the story, so they started to come together, creating a magical substance with transformative powers. Some of the atoms formed into a magical hat. The others formed into a giant magical blueberry. Yes, Antonium molecule is also a very weird sense of humor. The magical hat gave the newly hatched chicks the ability to transform into different kinds of creatures. And they were able to work together to get past the mean old hog and into the barn. When the RFC tribe ate the magic blueberries, their wings began to regrow, bigger and stronger than ever. Finally, when the moths awoke from their slumber, they realized something strange had happened. Their moth bodies had fused with the body of the monster inside the Sparkle Squisher 3000. They were now part moth and part monster. To celebrate, the moth monsters formed a moth conga line, and they went down to the beach to soak up a little sun. Then, to celebrate, each of the tribes performed their chant of celebration.
Changing chicks, chant time! Changing chicks unite! We were eggs, but now we're not. We're chicks that start the change.
When you got a moth and a monster, put them together,
Moth monsters!
ridiculous flying creatures. We don't have wings, but we can still sing. Land or sea, we can still be. We found a magic blueberry, and now we have our wings.
And lights out. And lights up. I believe I can fly.